Okay, this is a short video just to show you how to swap out the headlights on the Tesla Model S. You can't get in from the front or the front trunk part. You have to actually get in from the wheel well, and for that you have to take out the wheel first. Besides taking out the wheel, you need only these two tools, just a normal screwdriver and a 10 millimeter nut bit. This is for the few screws that are holding that plastic piece in. The way you have to take that out is once you have the wheel out, there's these little retainers, not really screws, they just push in pieces that just go into the hole, and then you push the inner part in and then it locks. And so to get them out, you have to use a screwdriver, take that inner piece out first, you pull that out. Might be stuck a little bit after, depending on how old your car is. And then if the inner part comes out like this, you just take the screwdriver and take the outer part off. I actually broke a few pieces. They were just old and brittle from almost 4 years of driving in snow and hot climates and everything. You can get them on Amazon or hardware, car hardware, auto hardware stores. Anyways, once you've taken out all the screws, make sure you be careful. Don't rip it out right away. Just be careful, do it step by step, because behind that, where the fan is, you will see that there is, here we go, once the whole dust settles and everything, right behind that fan area is a temperature sensor on a wire, and it's clipped onto that plastic piece. So if you just rip it out, you're going to rip that cable and then you can't replace it. So just be careful, take off that clip and don't take the sensor out. Once you have that out, the next part would be the felt that I think just helps a little bit protect the moisture from coming in. I'm not sure why there's 2 layers of that. Anyways, you have to take that out. You don't need to have to undo any more screws or these retainers. You just bend that back a little bit. That's good enough. All we need to do is reach into there, and just above the fan is that round rubber shape thing, and that's where the headlight is behind. You just take that off, and then you can see that metal box is actually the light bulb. The light bulb is attached to this metal piece, and you can see just a little bit further in is that plastic ring, and that is the one that holds it in place. You have to reach in with your fingers, maybe even 2 hands, and turn that ring to the left, maybe like 30 degrees. That's good enough, which releases the light bulb. I can't show it because I need 2 hands and I can't film and undo it at the same time. My hands are big anyway, so you wouldn't be able to see anything. It's pretty tight in there. So once you rotate that ring, you can take the light bulb. It comes right out. It is still attached to a little wire here. You have to take off that wire. You don't need any tools for that. Again, like if your car is a little older, that might all be a little stuck and hard to take off. So this is the old, this is a new one, and this plastic ring has to come from the old one. You put it on a new one, and make sure you put it on the exact same way, in the same orientation. This way it makes it much easier to tighten it in there and lock it with the ring. And of course, first you have to attach that cable. Again, it's a high voltage cable. And then again, you might have some trouble putting it in. The cable might get in the way. You're going to need 2 hands again. So this is how it is locked in again. You tighten it by turning that plastic ring to the right, and then we're going to replace that rubber. That makes sure that no water gets into the headlight assembly. And before you put anything else together, I would double check that the lights actually work. So make sure you turn on your lights. You can see if they come on right away on the display, and of course you're going to do a visual check. I actually replaced both because both made some trouble, so I replaced both sides at the same time.